You are also itching to know where commodity prices are heading to and where you should invest your money. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Business Morning on Sunrise Daily. Yes, we'll do a little bit more than 30 minutes today of business before we head back to Markwe and Ayo in the Sunrise Daily studio. We'll start from the global space as usual. Oil prices were steady on Tuesday as traders are digesting another round of trade tariffs. Well, this time it's a 25% levy on all U.S. imports of steel and aluminum, which could weigh on global economic and energy demand in the world's biggest oil consumer. Look at it, it's 11 cents this morning. That's about 0.14% at $75.98 a barrel. That's for Brent, which is Nigeria's area. And the WTI from the United States is $72.37 after it also gained 0.07. President Donald Trump substantially raised tariffs on steel and aluminum imports to the United States on Tuesday to a flat 25% without exemptions or exceptions, no exemption. And that, he says, is to aid struggling industries that could increase the risk of multi-front trade war. The tariff rate will hit millions of tons of steel and aluminum imports from Canada, Brazil, Mexico, South Korea, and other countries. Tariffs could dampen global economic growth and energy demand, weakening oil prices. And we'll head back to that oil prices in a bit. But first of all, let's see how the Naira did yesterday. The NAFEX we see dropped. While we didn't have available numbers from NFEM and CBN, but we saw for NAFEX that it was a drop 0.08%, but still around the corridors of 1,005, which has been where we've been for a bit. Now, let's talk about this and a whole lot more. Mark, we did talk about commodity prices. We have Dumebi Oluwole is manager with Financial Derivatives Company. Dumebi, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Nini. Thank you very much for having me.
So President Trump is not done with us yet. We thought there was a suspension on the 25% for Canada and Mexico.
Yeah, and Mexico, yeah.
Now it's aluminium from anybody coming into the United States. And there are pros and the cons to it, but I guess we should look at what it would do to oil this morning.
Yes, we're already seeing what is happening with oil prices. Oil prices are literally dancing to the tune of all of this tariff talk and the potential of a possible trade war happening and how that is impacting the oil markets. And we see that we're seeing negative sentiment, from oil traders simply because of when there's a trade war, it just simply means that the markets will end up suffering for it. We're going to see higher commodity prices, and just general global uncertainty, that could eventually negatively impact the global economy. But in terms of the oil markets, we're seeing oil prices trade higher. Again, like I said, it's dancing to the tune. So some days ago, we saw that oil prices had declined when Donald Trump had mentioned the suspension of the tariffs. But now that, it's back up, now that those conversations are back again, we're already seeing oil prices, move in tandem. And with higher oil prices, what that simply means is that number one, we see there are two aspects of it. In terms for the government, it means that they might see an increase in revenue that will enable them meet to one extent the budget estimates that they have set up for 2025. Especially when you now convert that to Naira, you also see that with the Naira being stable, we kind of have relatively
Somebody
stable.
Told me in the corridors of stability.
Exactly, it's within the corridors of stability. But what that simply tells that right now we're going to see at least some stability with government revenue, which is a positive for Nigeria. But with higher oil prices, the flip side is that with a deregulated PMS market, we will definitely see petrol prices go up, but not now.
Yeah, because we see price of PMS dropped by more than 5%.
Yes,
and it's national, so it's not in some part and the other part.
Yeah, so it's a national decline, and that's where I was headed actually, because we do know that in the global commodities market, those commodities are purchased in contracts, right? Or purchased in forward contracts. contract. So what that means is that most of the oil that we are consuming, or refined petroleum we're consuming right now, the crude oil was purchased some months ago,
like
some
2
months ago, about 2-3 months ago. So we're enjoying the benefit of when oil prices were lower, and that's one of the reasons why we're seeing the deregulated market. We did see Dangote create that transparency, ensuring that the export depot price declined. And remember, the last time I came, I did mention the lag effect, because when Dangote will decrease his export price, we will not see an immediate decline,
because even the trucks
market.
And the retailers already have stocks
before then. So that's why we're just seeing the decline in retail, in the pump price of petrol. And again, with oil prices now coming back up, what this means is that we will likely see an increase in petrol prices over the next couple of months, right? So this is just to prepare the general public.
So it's not Dangote.
It's not a Dangote thing. It's just a global
because
trend.
It's a deregulated market
now, exactly. And the key thing here to also point out is with the current structure of Nigeria's PMS market, what we're seeing now is that it's still quite oligopolistic, in the sense that we have just two major suppliers. But at the mid-market level, what this now tells us is that there's some level of healthy price competition that could begin to happen across the wholesale and retail independent oil marketers for Nigeria, simply because most marketers now would want to source for the best form of supply to get the better price and get the better quality of PMS to sell, because now consumers now have options. They can get from an MRS at a cheaper price and at a better quality. So Immobile will also want to step up in that market. And what that means is that consumers will enjoy some level of price competitiveness that could eventually in the long run lead to more stability in the PMS price market for Nigerians.
I wonder if this will make Nigerians say, okay, now so let's deregulate, remove all subsidy on electricity. That will also give us an edge. I know.
The supply dynamics for that's also quite different. We don't have multiple suppliers of electricity. Exactly.
Right. Okay,
so let's just enjoy this for now.
Let's enjoy this for now. All right, Dumebi, thank you so much for bringing that perspective to it. Dumebi is a manager. I mean, you have a lot of titles with financial derivatives. You're a senior analyst, she's the manager, senior manager, but financial derivatives company. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. All right, let's take a break now. When we come back, I know you've heard so much about that third-party policy, insurance, and the police saying now they're going to be very stiff about it. Perhaps there are some benefits in that for you. We'll be having those conversations right after this break. Stay with us. You're welcome back. Well, while the police are telling you that they will not take it easy with you on the road when it comes to the enforcement of the third-party insurance policy, well, Linkage Assurance, they've introduced a motto third-party plus insurance product, and they say it's designed to offer prospects and the benefits of third-party insurance and some elements of comprehensive insurance while maintaining cost-effectiveness. This budget-friendly product, they say, caters to individuals and businesses looking for peace of mind, financial efficiency, and added protection in a challenging economic environment. And so they say it's balanced and affordable for customers. Let's hear more about this now. We have the Chief Strategy and Product Officer of Linkage Assurance, Dr. Imo. He's a double Imo man. Joins me right here. Then the Head of Actuarial Services, Mr. Oluwaseun Oyelere, also joining me. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming here this morning. So we know that we've been hearing a whole lot about the implementation. It's not new. The third-party policy is not new. But now the police have said that they are going to ensure that they carry out their responsibility in that respect. So I'm wondering, is that why you now have this third-party plus package? And what is special? What's plus about it?
Thank you, and good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having us. It's just a coincidence that the time we were about to project and promote this product happens to be the time that the police and the regulators are making it, promoting the third-party insurance. What brought about the third-party insurance is that we all discovered that there's need for our people to have something ordinary other than the basic third party, and that's what made linkage assurance. It was a product that we researched, extensive research went into it to produce it in order to give our consumers, insurance consumers in Nigeria, a bit of what they were missing from comprehensive, and also what they will all have in the conventional third-party insurance.
Interesting, Oluwaseun. Maybe you can tell us this combination of comprehensive and the third party, because I know that there are other insurance companies and they will also say, well, we also do third party. So what makes this stand out? What's the comprehensive package there?
All right. Thank you very much. Good morning. So with respect to the product, from the word third party plus, the plus is that extra. And so what it means is that beyond the basic third party cover, you are going to have an element or some element of the comprehensive cover added to your third party cover. And what that means simply is that while you have the basic third party cover that requires you
let's not just assume that everybody knows the third party is that, you hit somebody's car, it's taken care of.
So in the event that the third party is saying you hit somebody's car or you run into someone else's property, you damage the property, or in the event that you injure someone in the process of driving your car or using your car, now that is what the third party takes care of, right? The liability you incur as a result of damaging someone else's property and then injuring them or causing, God forbid, death to them, that is third party. Now the plus, which is the extra, is now taking a bit of comprehensive cover, which is accidental damage to your car. So where your car gets damaged in the process, you get some level of compensation up to the defined limits depending on the product that you go for, because it's of different variants.
I'm sure. I wanted to say, because for you to now take up extra responsibility, it means that the premium is going to be more than the normal third party.
Yes, exactly. You're very right. So we know this product is designed for private vehicles, right? Private cars. And for private cars, by regulation, the minimum premium you pay is 15,000 naira for private car, third party cover. Now, with the plus element that gives you the bit of comprehensive cover, you now pay different premium depending on the product. So we have 3 products for individuals and one that is specifically tailored to corporate entity. So we have what we call the third party plus on the go. On the go is the lowest of the variants. Then we have the third party plus diamond, right? And then you have the third party plus star. Then you have the platinum. The platinum is for the corporate entity. Now for the smallest one, which is the on the go, your premium is just 30,000 naira. And what that means is that beyond the third party cover, you are going to have compensation for damage to your car up to the tune of 500,000 naira. So it means that with an additional 15,000 naira, you can get yourself an additional cover of 500,000.
I see Dr. Imo is itching to add to this. So I guess what you would say is, I could say, why don't I just do the comprehensive? But this should be cheaper for me than doing the comprehensive, and yet I still get some benefits from the comprehensive. That's what you're promising.
Yeah, so what happened is this: because of the socioeconomic conditions in Nigeria, and a lot of people are not taking up comprehensive. Well, how do we get the premium for comprehensive? It's 5% of the sum insured of value at risk. And so we notice that a lot of people are no longer going for comprehensive, and in the event of a loss, they have only the basic third party, and the event of the loss, the third party protects the motorist, the owner of the vehicle, against his third party liability, which is death or bodily injury or damage to third party assets. Now, but what happens to your own car? You are on your own. So we find out that people now are looking at, what do I do? My insurance company has fixed that of the third party and the assets. So we came up with 3 variants, like my colleague have said, and we analyze the premium that the own damage cost varies and starts from about 500,000 naira. So to lash up the equivalent premium for that own damage cover we sought for approval from the regulators after a lot of tests and the assessment, and we were able to come out and say the basic, most Nigerians suffer with a bill of 500,000 naira to fix their own damaged car, and from there we started pricing it. So that's to give back to the insured, and that's why it is called a budget-friendly cover. It's not a cover that will tear your body, tear your pocket, because if you take 500, take 15%, 5% of a vehicle that costs 200 million naira. It is not an easy thing. And insurance in Nigeria is said to be a grudge purchase, and quite a lot of people don't.
I'm glad you brought that, Dr. Imo, because I wanted to ask you if the distrust or mistrust between the public and insurance company has been resolved, because a lot of people are reluctant to get into insurance. I mean, a lot of people just do the third party because they are compelled to, because they say the process of getting claims, you know, I mean,
let me just demystify that perception people have about insurance. It's not only in Nigeria anyway. Many other.
But insurance is thriving in a lot of Western countries. It's
but a lot of companies made billions in claims last year. Many companies, I'm not going to mention them because I'm only talking about linkage and linkage as well. Insurance companies in Nigeria are picking up claims as far as those are genuine claims, as long as they are not fraudulent claims, as long as those claims are. And the process of making claims today is quite easy. You can log in onto the websites. You can also assess your claim through your broker or your agent, or walk into the insurance company's office and they make it. And people have been making claims. The only thing is that some people still hold on that insurance, that small print, there's no more small prints.
No more small prints.
No more small prints. Everything is now naked. Yes, yes.
All right, Oluwaseun, we hear no more small prints, you know, it's more, but I mean, so how does this work? I'm interested in this now. Where do I go to? What do I do?
Okay, so basically what you need to do to get this product, because one of the features that we have for this product is accessibility, that you are able to sit at the comfort of your home, right, and then get this product. And so to get the product at your convenience, you can just go to our website, www.linkageassurance.com. Now, we also have our online motor portal that also caters to you getting this product without any form of stress. And so the linkage online motor portal is on www.linkageassurance.com/motor. Right. Once you put that on your browser, it takes you straight to the user-friendly platform that enables you to get this product without any stress. You don't need to contact anybody. From the point of purchase to the point of payment to getting the cover, the platform takes care of all the needs. Other than that, you can also reach out to us through our customer service links on
070 link
we
here.
have two lines you can reach us on. The 0700 linkage.
That's I believe that's what you have on there.
Yes, and then the linkage 00 link here. You can also send us a mail. Our customer service team will also be ready to pick up your information and also assist you. We care at linkageassurance.com. Now, once you reach us through this, even on our social media as well, you can check us out. You can link up with us on our Instagram,
even on Facebook.
On Facebook, right? And
so you have a very active, I want to assume, you have a very active customer care system, because I mean, if you have all of this, your hotlines and your email, that means there has to be somebody on the other side.
Sure.
Yeah, there are.
But is it this easy to also get the claims? If it's this easy to get the policy?
Yeah, you can get, if you have your substantiating document, that is.
Do you need proof when you want to do claims? Do you need, proof, pictures or things like
it's actually
that?
very simple. It's actually very easy.
If your vehicle hit another person and we are trying to repair the other person's vehicle as well, and we need proof because we might have to we might have to make use of our subrogational right to recover from the other person who is at fault as well. So we also need claim evidence to know that this actually the subject matter of insurance is in existence, because there have been a case where somebody went and a vehicle that was burnt and he had put a plate number there and snapped a picture and wanted to defraud an insurance company. It has happened.
So you need to have proof when these things happen.
You need to have proof, but you can upload those things. Thank God for today we have internet. You can upload them.
Upload into you on your website?
Yes, you can upload on our website. It's user friendly and it makes it easier for us to interact on you. We have a chat bot as well. You can chat with us.
What's an average time limit?
Now, if you substantiate your claim, minor claim can be settled within the period of 48 hours.
Really?
Yes.
That's fast. I hope you can start
48
hours.
48 hours. Minor claims. Not in
What is minor? What is
well,
major?
minor claims could be my fender was brushed, or I pulled down another person's fender, or his headlamp.
Then major would be?
Major might involve debt. If it involves debt, like in third-party liability, if it involves pulling down somebody's gate or pulling down somebody's store by the side. We need to get a lot of things together. Yes, the insurance companies will be treating those things because some of those claims might just have to be done immediately in order to save life.
Okay.
The insurance industry in Nigeria have actually improved from what it used to be.
Well, I know you say that. I mean, you're the chief product officer. But just before we let you go, could you tell our viewers again how they can reach you? Some of those.
Okay, you can reach us at www.linkageassuranceplc.com. And if you want to access our motor portal, you do that www.linkageassurance.com/motor. And you can also go to our Instagram handle, Linkage Assurance NG, or our Facebook, Linkage Assurance PLC, as well as our on LinkedIn, Linkage Assurance PLC. You can also give us a mail at wecare@linkageassurance.com, and we also have our hotlines 070-LINK-CARE. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Imo, Chief Strategy and Product Officer at Linkage Assurance, as well as the Head Actuarial Services, Oluwaseun Oyelere. Thank you so much.
Thank you, it's our pleasure. Thank you.
All right, we're still talking insurance, but next we're going to speak to those who are overseeing the affairs in that sector. Before now we've seen how insurance stocks have also been picking up. I guess it's because of things like this, like products being offered by some of the insurance company, and majorly because the implementation of the third-party insurance policy seems to be getting a new lease of life. But let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll be speaking to the Director General of Nigerian Insurers Association. Stay with us. Welcome back to Business Morning on Sunrise Daily. We're still in the insurance sector. Now we're speaking with the Director General of Nigerian Insurers Association, Mrs. Bola Odukale. Ms. Odukale, please welcome to the studio. Well, I just spoke to one of your operators, Linkage Assurance, and it came with a lot of promises. You are regulating that sector, that industry, the insurance sector. And we've seen a lot of activity since the police came out to say they're going to begin strict implementation of the third party. But how do you assure that promises made are kept by operators in the Insurance Association?
Okay, thank you very much. I'm the DG of NIA, like you know, and NIA is the umbrella body of all insurance and reinsurance companies are operating licensed to operate in Nigeria at the moment. And we are there to protect, to advance the common interest of all our members. With regards to the third-party insurance, there's been a lot of enlightenment around it. And at the NIA, we've been doing a lot as well with regards to education, with regards to enlightening the public on what they stand to gain when you have a third party, the minimum of a third party motor insurance, that is already, that is also mandatory for us to have. So we'll be working with all of our members. Our association is a self-regulated association. We do a lot of self-regulation, ensuring amongst ourselves that we're able to put our best out there, ensuring that when we make promises, we work with our members to ensure that those promises are also, are fulfilled. Our members are able to meet up with their obligations at any point in time. And in doing that, we do a lot of promotion with them. We do a lot of public enlightenment with them, public education with them, and we also follow up, with issues around claims. We have, organizations that are responsible to their, obligations from time to time. And also in the NIA, we also have means through which the public can reach us at any point in time if you have any issue with any of our members with regards to claims, with regards to the way you are treated, because we are very high on customer service. We ensure that customers are treated well, customers are well engaged when there are issues, and we follow up with our members to ensure that that happens. Yeah.
So when you say that, customers can reach out to you, how do they reach out to you if there are issues around? Because I believe we're still in the process of trying to build the trust of Nigerians, when it comes to insurance, and that's why we see low patronage, because they're like, well, my life is insured by God, and things like that. So how do you foster this tie that we're trying to build?
Okay. I think it's a lot on engagement. It rests a lot of public engagement, public enlightenment, and also building trust rests a lot on being able to meet up with obligations when they arise. Because one thing is for you to have the members of the public taking up the insurance cover. Another thing, like you have said, is the trust, to be sure that when obligations arise, our members are able to meet up with it. And those obligations, our members meet up from time to time. We'll have testaments, of claims that are paid every now and then outside there. And we'll be doing a lot, around that, people speaking to the public on, claims that were paid, covers that were taken and claims that were paid, from time to time. So a lot of that will be happening for us. A lot of people are low on education as far as insurance is concerned. Some know that indeed there is insurance out there, but a lot do not also know there are benefits for insurance, especially this third-party motor that we're talking about. A lot of people outside there, they feel it's just for me to be able to get my way through the police. Meanwhile, there are benefits for you having a third-party motor insurance there, because it covers you, the owner of the vehicle, for the liability that you are exposed to with third parties anytime your vehicle is out there. And these liabilities can range from property damage to bodily injury to even death, when to a motorist, to somebody who is walking along the road and all of that. So it gives a cover, it gives a peace of mind. And when we promise this as an organization, our members live up to the expectations. Our members live up to the obligations of ensuring that happens from time to time.
So people shouldn't be fighting on the road. If you hit somebody, just give them your insurance
Honestly,
number.
People should not be fighting on the road. You should not be begging on the road. You see a situation where there's an accident, and the next thing is that somebody begins to beg you. Somebody begins to say, please, I'm sorry. In fact, some people will go as far as being very comical and say, just kill me, because I don't know how to, sort out this. But when you have a third-party motor insurance, that third-party motor insurance covers that liability that you have to third parties anytime that you are on the road, anytime you put your vehicle on the road. And trust me, this is even mandatory. It's a compulsory insurance. But we are not talking, and there are consequences for not having a third party anyway, because it's the law. But we're not even talking of, what you are going to lose without having it, but we are telling you what you're going to gain, because you gain a lot. You're able to cover your liabilities when you are out there with motorists. Somebody, you are hit by you hit somebody and you are wondering what will happen to this person's car. Your third-party motor insurance covers it. You are wondering what happens to somebody who gets injured in the course of an accident from a vehicle you are driving. That gets covered. The only thing is that for you, your own vehicle, because you are carrying a motor third-party insurance, your vehicle is not covered. So for your vehicle to be covered, you need a comprehensive insurance. But the minimum at the least, you must have a third-party insurance. And that is the law. Once you have a third-party insurance, you
don't need to beg on the road. You don't need all those drama on the road.
You don't need all those drama.
But DG, there are also talks of fake policies. So sometimes, some people are shocked. Maybe, Lagos State, you have the cameras and they can snap and say you don't have a policy and the person just bought, and then you go and try and see that it's fake, actually. How do people guard against this?
Okay, so to guard against this, just make sure you do the right thing. You buy your insurance policy from the right place, from an insurance company, not on the roadside. From an insurance policy, we have about 47 insurance companies today in Nigeria that sell motor insurance cover, third-party, comprehensive. We have 47 insurance companies, and the list is outside there. It's on the website of the National Insurance Commission. It's also on the website of Nigeria Insurance Association. So you could walk into any insurance company and ask for a motor third-party insurance or comprehensive, whichever you want. You could call on your broker. We have intermediaries called brokers, through whom you can buy, your third-party motor insurance. You also have some of the agents that work with some of our insurance companies as well. But when you go to, maybe licensing office, or you just see somebody standing around the licensing office, people milling around vehicle licensing offices, and they tell you they are selling insurance, that's where you run into problems, really. But if you enter a proper insurance company, you will get your, and of course, you can also verify. We have portals through which you can verify. We have a portal called NID, so you can, on your phone, in the comfort of your home, you can go to www.asknid.
Ask what?
Ask NID. NID. NID is Nigeria Insurance Industry Database. It's a database. So you can go there, Google, and www.asknid.org. That's org. And you put in your motor details there, your vehicle details, and it gives you, the status of your vehicle. So from there, you can verify if the certificate you are carrying is actually from, a licensed insurance company.
Oh, so, no. I hope you do that before you pay for the policy, not afterwards. But thank you so much.
My pleasure.
DG, Mrs. Bola Odukale, the Director General of Nigerian Insurance Association. Thank you for the enlightenment around all of this.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you. All right, so there you go. There shouldn't be any more drama on the road, no begging. If an accident happens, call your insurance company, especially if you must have, anyway, it's the law. You must have at least the third-party insurance. And I know this concerns a whole lot of us. But that's it on Business Morning on Sunrise Daily. Thank you so much, Sunrise Daily crew, Mark and Ayo, for being gracious with your time this morning. I'll hand you back to the Sunrise Daily studio.